Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is going to be a review for The Family Business. Now, for those of y'all who don't know what I'm talking about, this is a show that comes on BET. I actually reviewed the first season from week to week as it aired. For whatever reason, I didn't even know it was coming back, first of all. Second of all, for whatever reason, when the episodes dropped this time, they just started dropping them like, oh, let's drop a whole load of them off on the same day. And I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I'm talking about the week of 4th of July. They started dropping like 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes. And I'm like, why? Y'all, and I, my plan was to, do an episode per day or something like that to kind of catch up, because I wasn't finna sit there. I already had other things planned that I was going to review or do in my personal life, so I never got around to it. But I was like, okay, if I don't push myself and go on ahead and do it, it's not going to happen. And hopefully some people will be, moved to want to watch it, because like I said, I live for the show. I live for the show because the first season when it came out, I actually knew 99% of the characters. And I was just like, how am I not going to watch this when I know just about everybody on here? And I know how they get down. I've seen their resume. I've seen a lot of these shows and movies that they've been in. So why wouldn't I watch it? And it lived up to their expectations. So I'm going to actually start off by telling y'all who the characters are, what their real names are, and things that y'all might have seen them in. And with one character in particular, unless you're like me and you're into certain, giving certain people a chance that you've seen on YouTube or whatever, you might not know this person. And I did explain that back in the day when I did the reviews of this back in 2018. Like I said, I didn't even think the show was coming back. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this explanation of who the people are. Let's go ahead and introduce these people. So, for y'all newbies or y'all who are like me, you've seen this show and you might need a refresher, let's go ahead and get into who these people are. Okay, so the patriarch of the family is L.C. Duncan. L.C. Duncan is, in real life, Ernie Hudson. Ernie Hudson, I feel as though he is best known for being in Ghostbusters, and he was the black guy. All right. I'm not going to go into what happened when the female version of Ghostbusters came out, because if you've never heard of him before, you probably heard of him then, because he was not very pleased. But I digress. Anyway, the person who is playing his wife is Charlotte Duncan, and her name in real life is Valerie Pettiford. She is best known, well, I don't even want to say best known, but a lot of people remember her when she played Big D on Half and Half. She has been around. She has been working for a long time. I actually watched her when she was on a TV show that I love to watch entitled The Blacklist. She was playing this higher up guy who was over this task force, and she was playing his wife. I love her. She is everything. So now we're going to get into the children. All right. Orlando Duncan. He is somewhat of a hothead, but he is very thorough. He, in real life, his name is Darren DeWitt Henson. And, I think he has been in Half and Half before, but a lot of y'all probably remember him off rip from these two movies. Soul Food as Lim and Stomp the Yard. He was, I think, on the opposing team. But yeah, he did the most. He has always been fine, and he ages gracefully. I don't know what he's doing in his life, but he's fine. He is fine, dark chocolate in life. But he's been in a whole lot of stuff too. But yeah, I live for him on this show. He is everything. All right. Junior Duncan. I love to talk about him because he has made so much progress in his personal life, and as far as I'm concerned, acting wise. His real name is Sean Ringgold. Now, Junior, he is, a lot of times when we saw him and stuff, he literally was like almost always this big bouncer. Now, in his personal life, he's lost a whole lot of weight. Back in the day when we would see him, he literally could be like 2 humongous men put together, because that's how big he was. Y'all, I don't know what he doing. I straight up want to go on like social media and ask him what he doing, because whatever he's doing, he's keeping his weight down. He is so, like, he's always been handsome, but like he just looks even more better. You know, y'all know. I'm sorry. He fine. He is fine. But yeah. He's actually been in Luke Cage. He stays getting work. I'm here for him. Like, so it seems like over the years he was just getting small role after small role. But a lot of the times we see him as a bouncer. He was in American Gangster. He was in Notorious. He was in the Smurfs, I think, doing like random stuff. I have not finished the TV show For Life. I didn't think anybody really cared about it like that, so I stopped reviewing that. I'm trying to find it. I already said Luke Cage. There was a show. I think he was in Orange is the New Black a little bit as a CO. He was in The Breaks, Gotham, which I never finished watching. One Life to Live for a while. He was everything. Are We There Yet? Blue Bloods. I already told y'all One Life to Live. Like, he's been in a whole lot of stuff, y'all. But every time you saw him, he was some kind of a security guard or bouncer. But y'all, look him up. He is everything. He big fine. Y'all, I'm sorry, I can't do it. He is so fine. Anyway, the next child that we're going to talk about, if you watch Sisters on BET, which is a Tyler Perry TV show, you've seen her. Her name on the show is Sasha Duncan, and her name in real life is KJ Smith. She was the woman who was the lawyer, who was cheating with this married man, and I'm just like, girl. But yeah, what has she done before this, y'all? Because, well, before Sisters, because I saw her in this first and then Sisters. But yeah, what else was she in before? I feel like she's been in other stuff, but I just didn't know. She did Fuller House, which I didn't watch. She was in NCIS Los Angeles. She was in Lethal Weapon. Fatal Affair, which I've never seen. Black AF. I'm not watching that because I didn't care for it. If it's what I think it is, if it's a Netflix TV show, I wasn't here for it. I got Hook Up 2, Family Reunion, Medea's Family Funeral. I knew I saw her in some other stuff before. Family Time, which I do have to catch up on. I'm so behind. I keep hearing about this show. I never watch it all the way. She was in a lot of stuff. But my first time really seeing her was when she was in Sisters. All right. The next sister is London Duncan, who is played by Tammy Roman. Now, for those of y'all who don't know Tammy Roman was like on the first ever reality TV show, I guess they consider that to be, which was Real World. And she actually was the wife of this guy who used to play basketball. And he was cheating on her and doing the most. And, you know, only thing she really got out of it was her kids. Yeah. But she is always on Basketball Wives. I think she said that the last season that airs is going to be her last time being on there. She does Bonnet Chronicles. She acts a lot now, and I'm glad. She's an amazing actress, whether y'all want to believe it or not. She is, in my opinion. But yeah, she's on this show. She does a lot of stuff. The next child is Rio Duncan. It's a lot of kids, y'all. I'm sorry I'm dedicating like the first 15 minutes to that or whatever. Or I might just be like, look, let me just introduce the people and then do the recap review, because I don't want to bore y'all to death and be like, dang, it took forever to get to that. Unless I tell y'all what the timestamp is. But the next one is Rio Duncan. Rio Duncan, I had his real name pulled up, y'all, because it took me a while to even find it, because like when you go to the main thing, for whatever reason, they didn't have it up there. Anyway, the guy who plays Rio Duncan, I don't know if he's been in anything else. If I think about it, I will look him up and tell y'all, but he is playing another person's twin on here. He's the twin brother to a girl who I saw on a YouTube series. Her name on here is Paris Duncan. Now, Paris Duncan, her real name is Javicia Leslie. Look, y'all better go ahead and remember this girl's name. She everything. First of all, let me tell y'all how I know her. I first saw her when she was playing, y'all, she played this trifling role, but she was very convincing. She played the trifling role on this TV show, well, YouTube series that I used to watch. She was like kind of obsessed with sex with this guy who was really no good for her and all of that, but her skin was everything, her body was everything, her hair was everything. Like every time I saw her, she was just everything. And I'm an eye person. Her eyes were everything. Like I don't know. But anyway, let me see if I can find the name of the show because I don't want to tell y'all the name. Chef Julian. That's where I first saw her at. It's a YouTube TV series, and her name was Monisha or whatever on the show. But she was everything. Hello Cupid, she was on there. That's another part of the thing as well that she was on. She was actually on there first, and then the spinoff somewhat of a TV show entitled Chef Julian. The dude that plays Chef Julian is fine. We ain't even gonna get into that because he legit looks like somebody who, in a lot of people's minds, feel like would have been my husband had I not, you know, ghosted him. But we ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, the main thing that y'all need to know about her, let me go back because I don't want to say it wrong. Y'all need to go ahead and keep her name on your lips. Javicia Leslie. What's coming up? Well, first of all, let me tell y'all other stuff she's been in that y'all probably seen her in. Always a Bridesmaid, God Friended Me. I'm trying not to tell y'all what it is yet. The main reason why y'all gonna learn to put some respect on her name. Broken Sexy, which is another show on that in that same brand. If you ever want to watch the show, they did eventually start doing a subscription service. The shows that I'm referring to that have nothing to do with the other stuff. Now, Chef Julian, Broken Sexy, and Hello Cupid, they are a part of a subscription service now on Black and Sexy. Black and Sexy TV is something that I used to watch religiously. It used to all be free. It was created by a man and a woman who were together. They had a child together. The woman, she does a whole lot of cinematography and all this other stuff. She actually has been booming like ridiculously. I was wondering what happened to the content. Stuff started not being as amazing as it used to be, but because of nostalgia and how amazing the shows were to me, I kept on, I kept with it. And then I found out because a lot of people were like, oh, well, a lot of people didn't come back for certain shows because there were a slew of other shows I was watching. Y'all need, I'm telling y'all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google it. I can't. That was like better than like a lot of things that you see on network TV. The shows that they had on there, oh my gosh, I can't even begin to count them. Anyway, some stuff went down for whatever reason. Her and the dude broke up. She moved and she's by herself now. Y'all, she has really come up. She has some big names behind her. She's like co-directing stuff with like Lena Waithe or somebody, y'all. I probably got that wrong. I don't remember. But every time I look up, I'm like, oh my gosh, her name is, dang it, I just had her name. Does it start with an N? I don't remember. Y'all know how I get. But anyway, to make a long story short, the reason why y'all need to keep Javicia Leslie's name in y'all's memory bank is because she is going to be the first ever Black Batwoman. It's supposed to come out in 2021. And yeah, she has been making headlines because of that. Because when they announced it, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, a lot of people don't know her because they've never seen her in any of these shows. Some people who might have a decent memory might know her a little bit from God Friended Me. I have never watched that. But she's been out here long before that. So I'm just saying, for all of us who were there before, we are very happy for her. Y'all, anyway, on to any more children because they got a lot of kids, y'all. I think I've mentioned all of the kids. Now, Nevada Duncan is the grandchildren of Charlotte and Elsie Duncan. He is everything. If you have never seen this show, you will understand what I'm talking about once I actually go into it. Excuse me. I think they're gonna have the other grandchild a little bit, who is London's child, speak a little bit more, but I don't think she's really gonna do that much. And that's not me trying to discredit her. I'm just saying I don't really feel like they're gonna give her a lot of screen time like that. Anyway, y'all, her daddy is somebody who y'all know very well. His name on the show is Harris Grant. He's trash when it comes to being a husband and a man. But yeah, his name in real life is Miguel Nunez Jr. And y'all, y'all excuse me. I need to drink some water. I haven't really been doing my stuff like I need to do as of today because, yeah, I did the most earlier and went to sleep and then woke up. So I apologize. Normally I get some lubrication going, but I haven't. I'm sorry. Y'all know him as Joanna Man. He's been in a whole lot of stuff in life, a whole lot of stuff. But yeah, he's playing the wife's husband, London's husband, who is, Tamara Roman. Y'all the most be going on. Am I forgetting anybody that y'all should know? Someone who is no longer on the show, and they might just do like flashbacks of him, but he was amazing when he was there. Uncle Lou, who was Clifton Powell's character. He is the brother of Elsie Duncan, and everybody lived for him and The Most Happy last season. Oh, I knew I was forgetting one. And the reason why I was forgetting him was because he locked up another child. Yes, y'all, yet another child. There's another child. One of their other children. I think this is the last child, y'all. I think I got them all now. The last child is Vegas Duncan. Vegas Duncan is Nevada Duncan's daddy. Nevada Duncan's daddy, in real life, his name is Michael Jai White. So yeah, y'all know who Michael Jai White is. He been doing the most lately, but usually I live for him. And yeah. Yeah, just in case somehow y'all don't know who Michael Jai White is, let me tell y'all some of the stuff he's been in. Cause he everything. Black Dynamite, The Dark Knight, Spawn, Exit Wounds. Some of this stuff I'm telling y'all ain't out yet. Blackish, which I don't really watch like that. I guess he's gonna be in some 2020 episodes. The Hard Way, Every Day is Christmas. Let me tell y'all some more stuff that actually is like really out there. He was in Insecure, Chocolate City Vegas, SWAT Under Siege. The regular Chocolate City is what he was in too. For better or for worse. Y'all know, if you've ever seen that Tyler Perry TV show, in real life, this is the hilarious part. In real life, he actually was with Tasha, Smith. He was with her in real life for real at some point in time, but they didn't work out, and they have their respective, well, he's married, and I think she got divorced. But anyway, he played Marcus on that show. That show was amazing. I couldn't believe it ended how it ended. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of my spirit. He was in the movie with her that Tyler Perry did and the TV show. And I was just like, okay then, y'all want to make a spinoff to make it into a TV show too? I'm going to watch it because I live for Michael Jai White and I love Tasha Smith. Y'all know Tasha is the loud, super duper loud mouth woman. Oh, if you watch Empire, she's the cracked out sister that, of Loretha, or whatever her name is, aka Cookie line. Yeah, but anyway, trying trying to think of something else that y'all know. He was in Mortal Kombat Legacy. Oh my gosh, if you've never seen the Mortal Kombat Legacy. Mortal Kombat, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm having a moment because every now and again I do go back and watch it because it's everything. Mortal Kombat Legacy. Combat Legacy. Y'all, I just get tongue-tied. Is like a fan-made real-life version of the characters in Mortal Kombat. Of course, they had him to play Jax, who, of course, is Jackson Briggs. Y'all need to watch. Y'all need to watch it. Y'all understand? It's just so much good stuff out here. And that's why when all this stuff happened with quarantine and everybody's talking about, oh, watching Tiger King and all these other trash things on Netflix, I'm like, there are so many amazing shows and movies out here to where you do not have to sit up there and be like, well, I watched everything in life. No, y'all haven't, apparently. Because every single person who has told me they've seen everything during quarantine that had to be quarantined, that weren't considered to be essential, have not watched any of these amazing shows. And then when I tell them about some of this stuff, people are like, oh, this is a good show. I'm like, yeah, but you sat up there and watched Tiger King. Why? But anyway, Why Did I Get Married Too is the spinoff. I mean, that was the movie. The Legend of Bruce Lee. Y'all know he actually does martial arts and all this stuff for real in real life. He is everything. He's been in a lot of stuff forever. He looked like he don't age. To me, he gets better with time. I don't know what he be doing. I don't know if he drinks baby's blood or put it on his skin or injects it into his skin like a lot of people have rumored to be doing in their lives. But he everything. He is in Soul Food, the TV series. I watched that. Have y'all ever seen that? Oh my God. He was in Wonderland, which I've never seen, but I never got around to watching it, so that was my fault. Thick as Thieves. He was in Jag. I never watched that in its entirety, and I always meant to. He was in Tyson, playing Mike Tyson, which was a TV movie. I don't know how did I ever see that? If I saw that, I don't remember it. But yeah, he was in a whole lot. Well, no, I ain't gonna mention that. He's done some other things where he hasn't been credited for it, but yeah, he's been a whole lot of stuff. He fine to me too. There are a few people who have already noticed that they're introducing this season, even if they seem to just have a small role. They're doing the most with them. And I'm kind of here for it. So far, so good. I've only watched one episode. Since this has been so long, I'm just going to have this as an introduction to the characters. And I'm going to come back and do a completely different video that is actually the recap review. I didn't mean to go on so long, but it's like, how can I tell y'all who these people are and explain to y'all how I know them and how y'all probably know them, whether you know them or not, if I don't, go into detail. Y'all have appreciated me doing that in the past. I figured I'd do y'all a favor and do that, so y'all don't have to really look nobody up. Now, did I get everybody that I meant to get? Charlotte, Elsie, Vegas, Paris Jr., Rio, Paris. Well, I said Paris twice. Sasha, Nevada. Those are the main ones. But yeah, y'all. I'll be back for a recap review. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I will be right back with the actual recap review for the first episode of the second season of The Family Business. Bye.